Hello future makers, welcome to TeacherPreneur. It's said that a good start is half job done. It's the same in the classroom also. If we teachers start our class in some or the other creative manner, then the students will be highly obliged to listen to you and to pay attention to what you're saying throughout the class. I know it's not very easy to come up with something creative every time, but uske liye TeacherPreneur hai na. In today's video, we are going to discuss some creative ways on how to start a class. We've also made a part 1 of this video. The link is in the I button and in the description box below. Make sure you check that out after you finish watching this video. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. The first unique and creative way to start a class is Santa's sack. Santa's sack is like a teacher becoming a Santa Claus and taking a sack with them. In the small bag, take whatever you think will be relevant for the lecture. For example, if you're a science teacher and you're going to teach parts of plants, take some soil, some seeds, some leaves, fruits and flowers in the bag and then take that out one by one in front of the class. Once you take the sack in the classroom, tell the children that this is my Santa's sack and whatever will come out of the bag, we have to learn about that. Now, take every item one by one out of the bag and let the children guess what the topic could be. This would be an amazing starter. Do try it and let me know if it works. The next way to start a class is through confusing analogy. By confusing analogy, I mean कुछ उल्टा पुल्टा करो और बच्चों का attention grab करो. For example, if you have to teach roadways, railways, waterways and airways to the class, make sure that you take something unusual to the class. Go to the class with posters of a train that's swimming inside the water, a ship that's flying in the air, an aeroplane that's running on the road, and a scooter running on the railway track. The kids will find this unusual and then they will tell you what is the right way of keeping everything. You can then state the topic and continue the class. I think this will really be helpful. What do you think? For the next method, you need to tap on the curiosity of children. We know that the more we give puzzles to them, the more their brain gets activated to learn something. So the next method is find someone who. For this, you have to gather some characteristics of the person whom you're going to teach about. So if I have to teach about Mahatma Gandhi ji, I would not directly reveal the topic. What I would rather do is find someone who is found on each and every currency note of our country. Find someone who's the father of our nation. Find someone who started the Dandi March. With all these hints, the children will obviously know whom you're talking about. Let them guess who the person is and then start the lecture. This will be an amazing technique to test your students' knowledge and then continue the lecture. Another interesting way to start the class is through mnemonics. Mnemonics are short forms that we make of big sentences to remember something. Like if we have to teach about planets, we say, my very educated mother just served us nachos. With this, we teach them that the first letter of our alphabet stands for the name of all the planets and that's how easily you can remember the names of the planets. Or how we do Whiteboard. Whiteboard is standing for all the colors in the rainbow. These were some very common mnemonics that I took, but if you as a teacher want to teach some theory subject, come up with your own mnemonic and then teach them. This will be really good because they will remember all the points in the answer and they will thank you because you made it easy for them. The next creative way to start a class and do revision is Whiteboard Race. Divide the class into 2 parts and tell them that we are having a race. Ask them questions like puzzles and tell them to give the answers. Whenever a student gives answers, start making hangman. Whichever team completes the man first wins the race and then you can reward them with a short break of 10 minutes in which they can do whatever they want, whereas the other portion of the class has to do some sort of punishment. It'll be amazing. The kids will revise the whole chapter for you, provided you come up with questions that are correct and that will test their knowledge. Another amazing activity that all the teachers can try in their classrooms is popcorn reading. Usually, we teachers give out the sequence in which the students have to read a text. But what if we give the autonomy to the students only? This will be an amazing one. Whenever a student starts reading a text, he or she is supposed to say popcorn and the name of the next person and the next person has to continue from them. So for example, if we have to read a text, he is a great boy. popcorn, Shikha. Shikha will continue reading from where he has left, and then when she has to stop, she will say popcorn, Ansh. Then again Ansh will continue doing that and say popcorn, Ayush. This will be an amazing activity. The child's brain muscles will be activated and he will actually read the text with complete attention because he does not want to miss on the popcorn. Another way to start a class is through taking a breather. This is really required whenever kids are really active or they have just come down from the computer lab or their games period. The students are very active in that manner, and whenever we need to settle them down, this activity works amazing. We teachers should insist on having a pin drop silence for 2 minutes and then continuing the lecture. In that silence, students take out their attention, meditate, and then focus their attention on one thing. They actually feel that they are in the classroom and all the momentum comes to a silence. This is really required because if you don't channelize their energy correctly, the whole lecture will go waste. So make sure you have some sort of meditation, silence or breather so that the kids are settled before starting the class. One more way to start a class is to have a debate in the classroom. Say each and every child will be pumped up to voice out their opinions and to take part in the debate. This is like a shortcut to activating everybody to speak out in the classroom. If you have a topic in mind, you can go by that topic and have a debate related to it. Or if you just want to energize the kid for that matter, you could use debate topics like, do you like pineapples in a pizza? Because I don't. This will enhance the child's analytical and reasoning capabilities and they will start getting involved in the class. Do try this. The last and amazing way to start a class is through having a sound or some sort of music. Music or sound is something that builds an instant connection and it takes us to a different world. And why not sail through a different world and then come back to the classroom or make our classroom as musical as it is. For example, if you're a history teacher, play an audio clip of elephants running, swords attacking each other, people shouting for help, and horses neighing. All these sounds will make the kid attentive and they will actually pay attention to what you're trying to say. When they get to experience what they're about to learn, it will work wonders. So experiential learning is your way. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching the whole video. At the end, I would only like to tell you that the beginning of the class is the only time for you to engage the students. If you do that time right, then sailing through the remaining lectures will be like a cakewalk for you. So make sure you use all the ideas that we mentioned in the video today and in the part 1 of how to start a class so that you have a bang-on start and the students are highly engaged in your classroom. If you like today's video, do hit the like button. Comment and tell us which idea did you like the most. Share this with your teacher friends and family and subscribe to TeacherPreneur for more such videos. See you tomorrow.